Mannequins, mummies, and Miles O'Keefe. Today's movie proves that when you're out of fresh horror ideas, you can just melt down the old ones and pour them into new molds. Welcome to Sick Flicks, where I take a deep dive into the cinematic sewer to help you embrace your inner gore geek. I'm Mike Bracken, aka the Horror Geek, and today we're checking out Anthony Hickox's Waxwork. Yet another movie set in a terrifying wax museum. Released in 1988, this one's got gremlin Zach Galligan trying to act like a rich bad boy, April Fool's Day star Deborah Foreman regretting all of her life choices, and Gimli from Lord of the Rings just hanging around for some reason. Throw in a werewolf, a vampire dinner party, and a tiny doorman who looks like he should be yelling, "De plane," and you've got one of the most gloriously bonkers horror flicks of the 1980s. But enough about that. Can these wax monsters offer enough patrons to earn a coveted 5 barf bag rating? Let's get to the gore and find out. Oh, and before we get started, today's video is sponsored by patrons Jeff7, Neil Tedeschi, and Privateer248. If you'd like to help sponsor some videos and free me from the shackles of YouTube's tyranny, you'll find a link to my Patreon in the pinned comment and description below. And now, let's get bloody. We open with a house establishing shot.
A few minutes later.
Yes, still establishing this house. We finally head inside, where everyone's just chilling around the fireplace. And it's a robbery too? Pick a lane, movie. Yes, looks like someone was a real hothead. Zach Galligan, the man responsible for that whole unpleasant gremlins business in Kingston Falls. You probably remember Deborah Foreman from April Fool's Day or Valley Girl. Oh my god, it's Miles O'Keefe. John Rhys Davies. They got Gimli to be in this thing? Patrick McNee. This cast is packed. And David Warner? You're spoiling us, movie. Very trippy title card this week, too. And here's another house establishing shot. Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? Hey, it's Billy! Ugh, looks like someone sneezed on the lens. Dude looks like he's about to start a crypto scam company. I will say it was nice of Joe Baker to deliver him the script, though. And now he's off to do whatever it is rich people with no jobs do during the day. Okay, so that movie was boring. Let's see what's happening over here. Not really sure this is any better, but at least they do find the stage. I mean, they have to be making the movie there, right? The sign says Waxwork. But things are about to get even weirder. Oh, David Warner, what have they done to you? Turns out he runs the joint.
I see you're interested in my waxworks.
Oh yeah, they look super interested. Anyway, he's gonna give them a private showing tonight. They can even bring guests.
No more than 6, though.
Does that mean 6 counting us or 6 plus us? I'm confused. Out of my way! Late to meet the venture capitalist back in my new meme coin. Must have taken a wrong turn. This doesn't look right. Man, could this image be any more 80s? Hey, it's time for football practice. For real! I'm just gonna tell Sterling this was less than 0. You kids even remember Bret Easton Ellis's Less Than Zero? Christ, I'm old.
Check me out, I'm gonna make a serious comeback.
Great!
Less than 0.
Montana Audibles at the line. Oh, hey, there are 6 people here. It would be really convenient if they all went to the Waxwork later. They're pre-gaming for the big event, and look at this subliminal messaging. Also, Mark here is more of a Zima guy than beer. So listen, babe. The thing is, there are a whole bunch of movies listed as demon sequels. The gist here is these two had a thing, but it ended, and Mark wants it back. Oh god, are they gonna walk past the Myers house? I love that everyone dressed up like a trip to the wax museum was an event like going to church. Oh yeah, Mark looks like a dude who'd take you out to Shoney's and then try to make you his downline Amway affiliate. Yep, same name as the movie. This is the place! Hey, wait, 2 of them left. We need more victims. Come back. Aw, it's the world's smallest doorman. Sorry, cameraman. You wait outside. I'm pretty sure they're not going to allow you to smoke around a bunch of wax art, dude. Have a seat, everyone. Mr. Rourke will be here to greet you shortly. And look, they have a giant butler. What an odd couple. Now it's like, let's make a deal. Let's see what's behind door number 2. This feels like a discount Tales from the Crypt opening. Nah, I don't know. These guys look a little stiff.
Hell yeah.
No, not like that, you pervs. I meant they're solid wax and not articulated. Hey, his victim is Kip from Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon, don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with babes all day.
I was really hoping for a more lighthearted Waxwork, not Dr. Butcher's torture chamber of death. Oh yeah, this guy looks like zombie D. Snyder. Mark's like, the things I'll do to hook up with a chick. Oh sweet, they have a wax version of the Life Alert I've fallen and I can't get up commercial. I can't believe I put on my best Sunday dress to come to this dump. Again with the cigarettes around this stuff. But look out, because he's crossing over like it's that stupid old John Edward show. God, how is crossing over with John Edward ever a thing? He is asking the important questions, though.
Who put the acid in my drink again, China?
Yeah, dude, like ladies are roofing you. Any thoughts on that, Lance Henriksen?
That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard.
House in the woods establishing shot. Might be Claudio Fragasso's house with all that fog. This guy sounds like me whenever anyone knocks on my door.
Go away!
Hey, don't get up. I'll just let myself in. Oh look, it's Gimli in casual wear. Tell me, lad, have you any news of Legolas and the One Ring? Oh, I get it. Gimli is like the Hollywood version of Paul Naschy's Wolfman. Although I'd totally buy this was a scene from a Pavarotti biopic, too. See? It's like he's doing a high note. Look, I don't know opera terms. Oh shit, it's like he's at the Evil Dead cabin. And it looks like he's logging on. Literally. Would you believe I made a log pun there? See, it's Evil Dead cam. Stay back, Deadites. Oh wait, it's a werewolf. Hey, who are these guys? Pretty cool werewolf costume too. You know, you'd think if you were hunting werewolves, you'd load the silver bullets in advance. Come here, boy. Let me scratch your ears. By God, Magnum TA's grabbed a chair from ringside. This could be a real slobber knocker. I give you a Jim Ross slobber knocker impression and a Magnum TA reference. You're welcome. Man, that wolf took the chair shot and no-sold it. Cover your ears so you don't have to hear me crushing your skull. And he ripped him in half. I don't think we can show that, though. Smile, you son of a bitch. Wait, wrong movie. Ugh, I knew that gas station sushi was a bad idea. This is no American Werewolf in London, but even a cheap werewolf transformation is pretty cool. Kinda looks more like a Planet of the Apes character than a werewolf, though. And back to Earth 1, where he's now part of the exhibit. Their Wax Fabio could use some work. And of course China's gonna cross the barrier. Morphed right into her prom dress. Did she wander into the Eyes Wide Shut installation? Fulci eye zoom! Even though this is not a Fulci movie. I will always be a sucker for these big fake movie sets that are half real, half matte painting. I'm guessing this is gonna be the Dracula Vampire Riff segment.
I'm so sorry your fiancé couldn't join us. He had to leave very abruptly. But he asked me to watch over you, at least until tomorrow.
Holy shit, this guy's like the fleshy version of the Guy Fawkes mask. Oh, you know this is gonna be human body parts or something, right? Here comes another great moment in horror film acting.
Oh yes, steak tartare.
I like to imagine him talking with director Anthony Hickox like, I'm gonna really sexy up that steak tartare line. You're gonna love it. And this is Miles O'Keefe, so what else would you expect? She's like, okay, that got weird. Yeah, just gotta dump some used motor oil on here. Tell me when. Oh, she's gonna need a bib or she's gonna get blood all over her dress. Okay, grossest thing in this movie is watching these people eat. And with dinner over, Liberace will now escort her to her quarters. Well, it's a little gaudy, but I guess it'll work. But before she can settle in, Renfair Marky Mark is here. But he's gonna show her some good vibrations. And to the surprise of no one except China, these people are vampires. Anyway, she flees and winds up in the room at the end of 2001? Look, I'm as lost as you are. Oh, it's an operating room where her fiancé is tied up and down a leg. Pretty good gore gag on the leg, too. And now this guy's back. He's probably gonna serenade her on his lute. I love that her husband is like a 6-foot party sub at the vampire shindig. But before he can sample the China buffet, she sticks him right in the breadbasket. Then gets him with the double-bladed crucifix. This seems to be going well. And we got an exploding head to boot. But don't start celebrating because here come more vamps. It's okay though because China's staking them like she's Vlad the Impaler. Et tu Brute? She makes it out of there, but she's gotta run into the Count, right? Nailed it. This is the best live-action version of Castlevania Symphony of the Night ever. but I will be honest, this is starting to feel more like a Skinamax After Dark flick / Embrace of the Vampire than I was expecting. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you the mother of all hickeys. And back to Earth 1. Seems kinda empty in here. Where'd everyone go? Corey Feldman, is that you? And we're supposed to believe this is the Marquis de Sade, but this looks nothing like the actual Marquis de Sade. Anyway, they're back to the little person. Look, we really want to speak to Mr. Rourke or a manager because so far this Fantasy Island experience sucks. Hey, wait, they got to leave? Worst horror movie climax ever. Oh, wait, the football player is here. I'm not gonna lie, he's been so unimportant to the plot, I forgot he was in this movie. This Alice Cooper exhibit is pretty sweet. And David Warner's back. Well, since you're here, you might as well make yourself part of the story and get killed. Building establishing shot. Look, Billy, our significant others ran off together, but that doesn't mean we need to hook up. Oh, check out this clunker of a line.
I really like you, and I think you're very attractive.
Said no human female ever. Look, just be straight with me. You're into girls, right? He takes it well.
It's okay. It's all right.
He then heads home and consults the script. I'm out of the waxwork, but there's still like 40 minutes left. So what happens now? And now to relax with a call to my favorite 976 number. So, what are you wearing? The Breakfast Club is noticeably smaller today. Gonna tell Sterling this is Saved by the Bell. Jesus, how many shakes does this guy need? Anyway, Mark's here to rat out the waxwork.
And you're telling me that they've been kidnapped and boiled in wax?
Is Lance still here? I need a ruling on this.
That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard.
These guys look more like con men than cops. They're gonna check out the place, but David Warner's ready. Hey, come on in. No charge for law enforcement. Now he's covering by insinuating Mark and his friends broke in.
Oh, come on. I don't believe this.
God, everyone just smokes at will in this place. But see, Warner's like, hey, cut that shit out. And the punishment for this transgression? You get sent to ancient Egypt. Except he saves himself. Yeah, I'd love to visit Egypt, but I gotta get back to work. God, nothing but TPS reports. Maybe I should have let him send me to ancient Egypt. Now he's back at the waxwork. Hey, he's not staff. He's like, the real mystery is how this place stays open with no customers. Oh, hey, it's China. Settle down, Dr. Pimple Popper. Look at that detail. There's even wax muscle under here. Back at Mark's place, he's basically telling this chick about me.
He was fascinated by death and horror.
Nailed it. Oh God, she's opened the Ark of the Covenant. Cover your eyes. Hey, how'd that get dusty inside the trunk? A first edition Marquis de Sade? This will bring me big bucks on eBay. God, now Mark's auditioning as the on-air talent for a YouTube true crime channel.
The only thing missing from the house was a collection of 36 artifacts, all belonging to Loftmore.
Any thoughts, Ian Sarah?
It stinks.
Don't worry, whoever runs the channel will just get AI to voice it. Hey, David Warner is the prime suspect. We then head back to the museum. And now the cops in ancient Egypt after all. This is not gonna end well. These guys have clearly been skipping the gym and their tren. And there's a corpse with a note inside. Probably just the dude's grocery list. Says here he needed goat steaks, alms, and milk. But it's gonna get worse.
Heavens, it's the mummy.
Then where's Brendan Fraser? Oh yeah, looking great. Oh no, that's definitely gonna leave a mark. The old guy's not going down without a fight. Let me make a point. But the mummy has a point of his own. So then I started blasting, and the mummy gives him a taste of its pimp hand. Oh my god, the mummy's setting her up for the press slam. What strength. This match could be over. Hey baby, is that rigor mortis, or are you just happy to see me?
A door slam into the casket, and the lid is shut!
And back to the present, with a really weird filter. I will say Patrick McNee's Ironside reboot looks interesting.
China and I were walking to class in my neighborhood, and we ran into this man.
Oh god, are we gonna tell the Cliff's Notes version of the movie now? We all saw what happened. This guy's got a gun and a Century 21 blazer. He's willing to kill to get you the best deal on a house. Sunglasses. Indoors. They almost make him look like a dorky Huey Lewis. And so much for him. Chiropractors. And it turns out this is bad news because Warner says they need 2 more. So whatever they're doing clearly requires 6 people. Back here, he's like, God, does this story ever end? Gonna need a lot more booze. But don't worry, he's just here to deliver some exposition.
18 trinkets belonging to 18 of the most evil men that have ever been.
Well?
I'm sure there's more exposition in here somewhere.
So divide 18 into 3?
6, 6, and 6.
Yes, the number of the devil.
Not gonna lie, this is a whole lot of exposition for what basically boils down to Warner is using the wax figures to kill people and send their souls to hell. The good news is they can stop all of this. How?
Must burn the waxworks.
So, commit arson, save the world. Got it. Oh yeah, they totally bought it. You should have seen the look on their faces. Oh man, it's Brick. This is gonna be way harder now. Dude, you're gonna need way more accelerant than that. But first, let's add a B&E to this crime spree. Oh man, we broke into Tom Savini's studio by mistake. Sarah's like, do I have time to go back to pre-revolutionary France and learn the origins of sadism? And she went. And Mark's on his own trip. Why does the Marquis de Sade look like a pirate from Spirit Halloween? And this evening's entertainment? Sarah. Mark, meanwhile, has ended up in a black and white world. Zombies, fog. This could definitely be a Claudio Fragasso flick. Hey, let's get stoned. Hands off, pal. And look what he found. The barrier. Worst mime ever. But we also learned that Mark is basically an existentialist.
If I don't believe in you, then you don't exist.
And he's back in the present. But since he's being chased, he hops into the Marquis realm. Anyway, Sarah's over here getting wet.
Hell yeah.
Well, technically, I suppose you might be right. I meant sweaty, though. You win this round, pervs. Man, this new Assassin's Creed game looks lame. Assassin's Creed looking lame. That's redundant for sure. And Sarah's got an inner freak, it seems. As long as she consents and they have a safe word, I think this is fine. Come home with me, baby. I'll whip you like I'm in Devo. Except she wants to stay. So the Marquis blasts him. But he's right. They can't hurt him. Come with me if you want to live. Alright, through the veil again. But look who's waiting for them. These guys really cannot catch a break. And here's David Warner's backup plan. Both wind up going through, which can't be good, right? So with the ritual complete, all of the wax guys are now alive. I'm sure that's fine. Apparently, they wanted one of these displays to be Jason Voorhees, but rights issues made it impossible. Also, that's an uncredited Kane Hodder behind this mask. This looks like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Things look bad, but here comes the Deus Ex Machina, in the form of Sir Wilfrid. Looks like he brought all his friends from bingo night at the VFW too. Is there anyone in this mob who isn't on Social Security? This is what happens when you try to keep the seniors from getting to the early bird special before it ends. We got a real Pier 6 brawl down here at the Waxworks. Let's just hang out here and let them fight it out. She's a vampire, man! Saved by the butler.
She wasn't human, you know. She's been dead a long time.
I am kind of curious. Does Mark actually do anything heroic during the climax of this movie? Well, okay, I guess this counts. Oh no, now he needs a new butler. It's like butler on butler violence here. While that's going on, Sarah finds the little guy.
You little bastard!
No, cut. Let's get Linda Day George in here to do some line coaching.
Bastard! Bastard!
Since someone's dumping gas, I think we can guess how this is all gonna end. So they had a much bigger finale planned here with time hopping and stuff, but the production ran out of money and this was what they could afford to shoot instead. And there goes the gas. Somewhere old lady Leary is nodding in approval. Now we just need a duel between Mark and the Marquis. Or that could be Marquis Mark if you just change the order. This is pretty offensive. Yeah, the Marquis definitely looks more like Zorro than the historical Marquis de Sade. But down goes the Marquis. And yet he still wins. Mark, come on, man. You're the hero.
Kill the wimp.
I gotta agree. But before he can finish, he takes a hatchet in the back from Sarah. Maybe she's the hero. Warner's got them right where he wants them, but he has to make his Bond villain speech, so he's probably gonna lose anyway.
See you in hell.
And called it. Saved by Sir Wilfrid again. He's totally gonna fall into the wax, right? Oh yeah, screenwriter's credit for me. He does pop back up here, giving Mark one more chance. But our hero does nothing. Again. And so much for Lord Wilfred. Plus, the place is now engulfed in flames. Hey, it's a miniature. I love those. And they made it out. Wow, that is a terrible effect. But I feel a swerve ending coming. Wait for it. Ah, there it is. Thing lives. And cue credits. So, what do we learn from Waxwork? Well, for starters, that Wax Museum horror movies never go out of style. I think this is because wax figures are inherently creepy and because you can do like a greatest hits of kills in these kind of movies. You can have mummies, werewolves, Jack the Ripper, zombies. The possibilities are endless. But enough about that. Can Waxwork kill enough hapless young adults to earn a coveted 5 barf bag rating? Let's go to the gore card. In terms of gross anatomy, Waxwork delivers. We're treated to that horrible gnawed-on leg. The guy ripped in half, the bloody vampire sequence, stabbings, Sir Wilfrid getting his head removed, and more. I'm really on the fence with this one, but I will err on the side of caution and give Waxwork a 3 barf bag rating. If you said 4, I wouldn't argue. This one's a fun, sick little flick. Looking for another 80s cult classic with laughs and splatter? Then be sure to check out my video on Return of the Living Dead 2. You'll find the link here on the screen. I'll meet you over there. Until next time, I'm Mike Bracken, aka The Horror Geek, bringing you all the splatter that matters.